What's up guys, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you what's on my iPhone 6. The phone itself has had some design changes, like the camera now sticks out a bit on the back of the phone and the volume buttons have had a bit of a redesign too, and the mute button has stayed the same. And the front of the phone sort of looks identical to the iPhone 5, which is the one I had previous to this, and I had to go for the 64GB with this phone because the iPhone 5 I had before was 64GB and I needed the space to be able to copy all my content back onto this one. So yeah, the phone itself is a lot bigger than my 5. I can still hold it in one hand, but it's a bit difficult if you're trying to reach the top of the screen. So yeah, anyway, a new addition on the iPhone 6 is the fingerprint button. Well, to me it's a new addition because I never got the upgrade to the 5S, which is when this was introduced. And before I start, the bottom of the phone's had a few changes too. The speaker grill's a bit different and the headphone jack now, I think it's the same, but the microphone next to it is a bit different, and it still uses the lightning connector too. And the phone itself is a lot thinner than the iPhone 5. So basically, now moving on, the lock screen. This is what my lock screen looks like, quite basic. My battery's nearly dead as well, so I'll probably charge it after this video. It's got iOS 8, the newest version. It comes pre-installed with the iPhone 6, and you can download it if you have a phone below the iPhone 6. And you can still do your password, even though I mostly use the Touch ID because it's a lot more convenient in my opinion. So I can just go like this, and it lets me in, and it also works with my index finger too. But you can still do your password, very similar to the iPhone 5S. So anyway, this is what my home screen looks like, and I'm going to run you through what I use and how I use my phone. The first app I have on my home screen is the phone app, which is quite self-explanatory. Use it to make and receive phone calls and check your voicemail. The next one is the calendar app, which I use to organise all my school timetable and all college work and whatever, homework assignments, YouTube uploads, that kind of thing. Photos, I use that to view photos, and the camera, which has had a few new additions to it. You still got your features from iOS 7, which is your panorama feature, your square photo, your main photo, which has now got the few new functions, well, to me anyway. The HDR auto, which I don't actually know what HDR is, but I might as well try it out. The timer on it, which you can now set a timer to take photos. The front facing camera, which you can flip round, and the quality of it's a lot better than my old iPhone 5. Video, you can now do video, and you can also do it in 60 frames per second, but I haven't got that set up yet. Slow-mo, this will come out on the 5S I believe, and I haven't tried this out, but you can now do it in 240 frames per second, which is very slow, and the quality of it's really good actually, better than what I thought. And then you've got the new time-lapse feature in iOS 8, which I haven't tried out yet, but I might get round to using it, maybe like filming the sunset as an example. So yeah, that's pretty much the camera app in iOS 8 and on the iPhone 6. Next I have the weather app, mail for my emails, newsstand, which I use to basically read magazines, mostly guitar magazines and the paper. I don't even know why I have that one on there. NatWest for my bank account, Dropbox, Evernote, which is used for taking notes. I usually organise a lot of all my video ideas in this app, so I recommend that one. Day One, which is a diary app. I've only really started using it again because I got into it, but then I sort of lost motivation with it and I deleted it. So yeah, basically I'm going to start taking that one up again. Oh whoops, I meant to open that one. So yeah, I've only got one entry in it, so I wasn't lying about starting up again. So yeah, I'm going to start using that again, hopefully get more into it, more than I was before. The Reminders app, I use that to remind me of homework assignments and just things in general. Safari, the internet browser, iTunes Store, App Store, Fullscreen, which is my YouTube network, Passbook, I use that for my credit cards and basically other things I would use my wallet for. Settings, and then down here I have my folders, and with the iPhone 6, because they've gave it a bigger screen, I can now have another row of apps, which I find quite handy. And then at the bottom I have basically a few basic apps. The Messages app, which is self-explanatory again, Facebook, Twitter, and if you're not already, follow me on Twitter. There's my username. Yeah, the camera's focused in now. So yeah, that's my Twitter. I use it probably the most out of any app on my phone, so go follow me on Twitter if you haven't yet. In the social folder I have FaceTime, Contacts, Facebook Messenger, Skype, SoundCloud, Instagram. If you're not following me on that, follow me on Instagram. I use that quite a lot too. Probably use Twitter a bit more, but yeah, I'm quite active on Instagram, so follow me on that. There's my username if you haven't got me on it. Then I've got Vine, which I rarely use. I might start using, I don't even know if I've got an account on it, so I might test that out at some point. Snapchat, use that, well, used to use it quite a lot, not that much anymore. Time Hop, Pinterest, Tumblr, I've never really used these two. I think I had a Tumblr account, but I haven't logged into it for quite a while, so I might get back into that at some point. Apple apps, which is a lot of the ones that come with the phone, like Pages, Keynote, Numbers. iMovie, that sounds pretty cool, but I've never really got around to using it. GarageBand, which is meant to be all your music apps. I might have a look at that one now, see what you can do in it. When it loads, welcome to GarageBand. Yeah, alright, got that. Oh yeah, I do. That's probably a project from a while ago. So I just put the volume up. In my photo folder, I only have 2 apps because iOS 8 added a lot of new editing features, and that really replaced a lot of my old photo editing apps. So I have Afterlight, which is a photo editing app, which I'll show you. This is quite a popular app too, so you've probably seen this one around before. So if I get a photo of, I don't know, let's choose a panoramic, one from Tenerife this year, just say this one of the beach. And then you can do like all effects to it, you can add all different filters into it, like, say you can make it black and white, or you could also put borders around it, like that. You can increase the size of the border with this little toggle down here, and then you can also add like other types of borders. Like, I know it doesn't look right on this one exactly, but yeah, you can just add loads of different borders to it, and it's quite handy. Yeah, it's a good little app. It's thousands of features on it, and basically loads of things you can do with your photos. So I'd recommend that one. I think it's about 69p in the App Store, 99 cents if you're in America. I'm not sure, I might have to double check on that. Polarmatic, I don't think I've ever used that, so I might delete that one later. And then I have my video folder, which I have videos, podcasts, YouTube obviously, that one should be down on my main dock. Netflix, 1 second every day, I don't think I've ever used that either. Spark and full screen video, so I can basically put an actual full screen video on Instagram without it doing the square crop, which I find quite annoying sometimes. Capo, which is a, I don't know how to explain it. It's basically you put a song in it, and then it will take the lyrics off the song and give you all the chords for that guitar song. I think it only works with songs that have guitars in it anyway, so if you play guitar, that's quite a good app. I recommend that one if you're learning to play guitar or want to find out what chords are in a song. Soundhound, music recognition, and TuneIn Radio, which is a radio app. And then for my games folder, I have Angry Birds, Angry Birds Seasons, Angry Birds Space, Angry Birds Star Wars. I can't remember the name of that one, but the newest Angry Birds game, I think. Some racing one. A lot of these have all been restored from my iPhone 5, which half of the apps I didn't even use. Cut the Rope, there's one I know. A few more Cut the Ropes, and then a few of these Where's My Water, Where's My Perry Disney apps. And then Fruit Ninja. And then my second page is a bit more unorganised because I've just recently downloaded a lot of these apps. eBay is obviously quite self-explanatory. ASOS is a clothing app. Camera Plus, that should be in the photo folder, which is similar to Afterlight, but just made by a different developer and different effects in it. The Guardian, which is news. Guitar Tabs, you can use that to go on. It's basically an app version of this website that I use on my computer, where you can go on and find out tabs for guitar songs and chords or whatever. Doodle Jump, PayPal, iButtons, which is a soundboard, and Temple Run 2, which is I think it was quite a popular game a few years ago, but yeah, you guys probably know what that is. And then up here I just have a few more folders. The extras folder, which is just basically junk on my phone that I don't really use, or I don't really need it on here. That app, the tips one, I've never really used that before, so I don't think I've ever used this actually. So yeah, this just looks like it's just giving you little tips and hints and things on how to use it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, apart from this final, wait no, there's still one more folder. Food and drink, which is basically Starbucks, Nando's and Subcard, which is all, I use a lot of that in Passbook to pay for stuff with my phone. It's a lot quicker than actually getting out your wallet. So yeah, that is pretty much my iPhone 6 and everything I use on it. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and thank you for watching.